Well, good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel, and today we got quite a day going on here. I'm going to be working on the buggy, doing the brakes, and we got these axle boots and shift bushing and that kind of stuff. And my son is doing a service job, and what else is going on here? We got a shift cable. Yeah, so nylon bushing in there went out the other day and left me stranded, so I had to jerry rig that to get it back home. But let me see that. I'll just show them what's going on here. Okay. I'm doing an oil change, all that, but this just pops off. So I'm going to be replacing this whole cable, and hopefully what I have, I could just connect back to the junction here, and it should be an easy fix. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the buggy all jacked up. I got these, boy, I tell you, these nuts were on there tight, but my son has this air impact that really strong and got them loose, so they're all ready to go. And then, as you can see, these boots are shot. I don't know if there's any fluid in there or not, but I'm going to open that up and drain the gear oil. And I got new wheel seals also to go on there. So I'm going to be doing a lot of work back here, get this all ready to stab the motor in. And then, like I mentioned in a previous video, the front has been totally gutted out. And I got all new stuff. But I will have to do, have to take the these little adjusters out of these and put those in there. And that's going to be interesting. It looks like those are actually bolted onto this. So that's all going to have to come apart on this to install these here. So anyways, I am going to get that thing lifted up and get ready to get some work, and I'll bring you back when I see what's going on over there. So I'll be back. Well, I tell you what, I did mention this was in the farmland, Arizona. And I don't know what in the world I'm going to find growing in there, but it's all getting replaced. So what a dirty mess. Actually, these shoes look like they got some life there. I might save those for another day, but I did got brand new ones put on there. And then all new brake lines, the steel and the flexible. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I'm not going to reinstall the emergency brake. Not now. I don't have those cables. I don't have the lever. I think all this up here was for a cutting brake, which would be neat to install at some point. But yeah, what a mess. You find anything new down there? No, I'm just getting the cable off. Just lots of fun work on the big truck. All right, guys, we'll be back in jiffy. Well, I got the old cable out. It seems pretty similar to the one that I bought from the store, so it should be an easy fix. Just replace this whole part, put on that right there. This thing slides back, and in there, I don't know if you can see it, but it's the metal thing in there with a little slit in it. Basically, the new cable slides in. You put this little C-clip on, and that's that. I'll just adjust it to where this one was, which was about right there, and we should be good. What's going on with you, Dad? Well, I got one side all apart. Just taking the wheel seal out, wheel cylinder. I call it a wheel seal yesterday too. That's all loose coming out. So I'm gonna then take the old seal housing there off and switch out those seals real quick as soon as I get this undone. Sprayed a little WD-40 because, you know, sitting on a farm out there.
Yeah, everything's rusty on this.
So, we'll get this done. So I went ahead and I drained the gear oil out of the transaxle. And what's neat is they have the drain plug here. It has a little magnet on there to catch any metal that is floating around and stuff. And this, as old as this buggy is, that isn't terribly bad there. So you can expect a little bit of wear. So let's just very, very fine little bits on there, but I said not too bad. I'll clean that up and put that plug back in there. All clean and ready to go. Well guys, I got the back brakes all refreshed, new stuff in there, wheel cylinders, new shoes, springs, everything there. Now I took this seal housing apart there, and frankly it all looked fresh silicone on it and everything, and so I didn't replace those seals. Everything looked like it's in good shape. I suspect that somebody has done some work on this before they parked it, because even the gear oil, it looked downright clean. And you know, if it's not broken, why fix it? There's these bolts even look pretty fresh, so somebody did some work on this before parking it. Now I get to the front, and this is where somebody just you know, there again, the seals and the bearings, they all look good, but there was something rattling around in there, and well, you know, that thing it used to fit right there. So I am going to take these backing plates off on both sides. This one was just, I didn't know if it was a broken off adjuster or what until I pushed through, but I mean, it was just full of crud there. So those are garbage. I'm not going to reuse those. I have these here. As you can see, they're pretty gummed up here, but you know, these adjusters seem to be in much better condition, and so I'm gonna just take these apart, put these backing plates on there, and then assemble these brakes, and yeah, then I'm confident I'll have some decent brakes. But yeah, I mean, I got these brand new seal kits, but there's no reason to use them if we're in good shape right now. Black Betty actually has a couple of leaky axle tubes there, the wheel seals there, so we're gonna save those for Black Betty, and I hope I don't regret my decision not to do that, but I'm pretty confident that those are holding oil there. So anyways, I am going to get to tearing these apart and get those backing plates replaced there on the buggy. And then we'll have some front brakes. That'll be a good thing. Well guys, I ran into a little snag here. Got these backing plates all cleaned up and went to bolt them in there, and well, guess what? They do not fit. See how those holes just aren't lining up? So have to do a little fabrication work and make them work, but I'm gonna call it for today. It's Labor Day, and frankly I've done enough laboring, so I'm gonna take it easy, start out fresh in the morning, and yeah, but this thing's on the way. Got the brakes together. I gotta clean this up. This is a mess in there. Something about them, the condition of these boots. I mean, My goodness. You know, I got the same kind of boots, but I don't know how long they last. I think the original stock German type are better. I mean, this is just out in the sun. It's already fading. So I'll use them till they wear out, and then I'm going to get the good old Sprechen die Deutsch German ones. Because eventually these will end up looking like that. And yeah, kind of collected some dirt and gunk in there. So anyways, that's it for today. I'll see you guys in the morning. And now I know what I got to do to get these brakes working. It always comes down to fabrication, doesn't it? All right, guys, we'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning, guys. Another day working on the buggy. Now, yesterday I played around with getting the front brakes put together. Rear one's already done. I adjusted them so there's just a slight bit of drag on the shoes, so I know those shoes are tight. Today I'm going to be doing some tubing fabrication here. You see all these pieces of tubing come straight. They got to come out, bend down, bend back, and then attach to the rubber hose, the flexible hose there. These, which I'm pretty sure are the channels for the emergency brake, I'm just going to cut those off because they're in the way there on both sides. This guy will mount down there, but that's bending down. I don't want any rubbage, anything. It'd be kind of a bad thing to lose brakes because of sharp edges there. So let's just get rid of those. And then this guy here comes out, up and over, and has to go to this T here. Now, this buggy is shorter than a stock VW, so I'm gonna have to eliminate some of this. Now, a problem that I have is that my flaring tool does not make that. I used to have it's like a bubble in there. I used to have one of those, but the little insert that went inside the tubing ended up breaking, so that piece is no good anymore. So I'm going to do the typical flare and a splice in this long one here. After the trouble that I had on the blue buggy with the single stage master cylinder, I went ahead and I got a two-stage here. And if I ever wanted to put disc brakes on this thing, this will be capable of throwing enough brake fluid to work the disc brake caliper. So it has redundancy on the switch down below there, so I got to plug one and put a switch on the other. And then this one obviously goes to the right, this one to the left. So I'm gonna get this all plumbed up and bleed the brakes, and hopefully everything goes smoothly here. By the end of today I'll have brakes. I did play around with the transmission, and this shift tube here does not have the hole drilled through it, so I'm going to drill the hole through it and connect that, and hopefully that all works fine. Have to see. That's for the clutch, obviously, there. I am going to have to make a bracket. After I mounted the master cylinder here, I now know where I got to put that there. So I'm going to have to come out with some angle iron and drill a hole through it. Drill some holes there. So we'll make a big hole for this to stick through, and then drill a couple of holes, run some nuts and bolts through there. And then we'll have some pedals. So yeah, just a few things to get done here before I can throw a motor in it. And yeah, we'll be ripping around this little buggy here pretty quick. Now, a friend of my son's, he gave him a look at what he brought home from work last night. 091 tranny. Now apparently this guy had an LS motor bolted up to that, so there's a broken gear inside there. But I happen to have a couple of spare 091 trannies in the garage. So I probably got the gear to repair that, get that working. We got a high torque starter motor there, which is nice. Hopefully that works, because we do need a starter motor for that. And then he gave us a couple wheels. Now what is the chance that the wheels that he gave us, they're wide, match the ones that I already had on this buggy? So that was a nice nice bit of stuff we got from my son's workmate there. So anyways, I'm gonna get busy. I got some plumbing to do, and yeah, let's get some brakes on this guy and then pull the motor out of Rally Bug, put it in there, and we'll have a ripper here in just a couple days. So I'll be back in a little bit now. Well, hey guys, got all the plumbing all finished up. I put some fluid in there, and I'm just gravity bleeding it now. I got all the bleeding little fittings all loosened up. So I'm gonna see how far that takes me. But you can see it's all plumbed all the way around. Now I'll tuck these lines down and secure them. Like, whoop, look at this. Look at that. We're already getting fluid out of that one. Let me get a wrench and do that. So that one's pretty well bled. I guess I'm not gonna have time to go make a sandwich if this stuff's already working. Well, I'll tell you one thing. The back is up higher than the reservoir, so I don't think that that is going to. And this one here will probably take a little bit longer because we got that swoop there, but this just had to go there. It's already bled. That one there, I'll probably have to pump that, and I will in the back because these are obviously up higher. But we made some progress. In the meantime, I'm gonna go eat a sandwich, and then I'll come out and make the little bracket to secure the pedals and pump some brakes. Hopefully we got some brakes here soon. See you in a bit. Well, as you saw, I'm cutting up a little piece of 3x4 here. I believe that's 3/16 thick. But made a few cuts and used the hole saw. Made a little hole there for the clutch lever to come out. And that will weld up into the floor of that. This will be along the 1.5 inch tubing there. I'll run a bead across there. That'll secure it nice. What I got left, oh, that's hot, is drilling these 2 holes so I can run some bolts through there. And we'll have a mounted pedal assembly. So yeah, let me get that done. And the old gravity bleeding here, it worked. And I got busy doing something else, and it kind of made a mess there. But all 4 corners are now gravity bled. So I'm thinking, yeah, brakes are probably bled without pumping. We'll have to wait and see till I get these pedals mounted, but well, that'll be in just a little bit. Hey guys, I want to start this clip with well, what I tell everybody about working in a steel fabrication shop. Safety is number 1. I tell people that working with steel, you can get cut, burned, smashed. Looking at flashes, you can end up hurting your eyes. Take your time and be careful. The problem is, I didn't do that this round. And I was using a drill, and I was securing what I was drilling with my hand. The drill bit broke, and as you can see there, left a mighty sharp end. That end went through my glove and into my thumb. Be careful, guys, because as fun as it is to build stuff out of steel, it's a dangerous place to work. And so take your time and take care of yourself. That being said, even with my wounded limb here, I got things working. So this was the bracket I made up here. Got it all tacked into place there. The clutch cable connects there. The brake, that's working there. I am gonna have to do some bleeding. And this gas pedal, it's you know, I'm not sure. I'll probably end up replacing all this, because that's kind of, I don't know how much I like that. So anyways, the pedal assembly is mounted. The brake master cylinder is pumping. I had a little leak there, you can tell. It leaked on down. So I got that tightened up. But they all gravity bled. So I know I got fluid going to all corners. I'm just gonna have to bleed it in the morning and get things working without air in the lines. So I'm gonna call this video here, because I'm gonna go clean up my thumb and tend to my injury. But I mean, my God, look at that drill bit. That thing, yeah, it kind of went into my thumb right on the edge of the thumbnail there. So ouch. But you know, I'm okay. I've done worse. I'll heal up. We'll see you guys tomorrow, and hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for getting this far. And you know, we got some news on the motor front. Got things cleaned up and ready to assemble there. So but that'll be a video coming real soon. Tomorrow I'm going to continue on that, because by this weekend, today's Thursday, by this weekend I want to be driving that thing. So anyways, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you on the next one.